Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 3 of Forensic Science. This week I thought I would put together some notes. We're all learning how to do virtual school. That includes me. And I just kind of made some notes of some things that I've noticed, or maybe you guys have talked to me about this week. And I just wanted to share it with you first of all. Because of scheduling and things like that, some of you guys are actually seeing this course for the first time. Some of you guys are a little behind. A lot of you guys are doing great, so this doesn't necessarily apply to you, but you probably ought to hear this anyways. So I titled part 1 is Getting Caught Up. What I want to make sure that you guys do is know that every week I give you guys a video. I want you to go watch the week 1 and the week 2 videos. They're hosted right here. Here's week 1, here's week 2. I didn't title them the same. This one that I'm making now is week 3, and it'll go right up under week 2. Okay. Be sure you check your emails. I send you at least one email a week. That's usually on Sunday night, Monday morning. And look for emails from me and all of your teachers, because it really helps you to know what's going on. Use Schoology, please. I know that we use Edmentum in this class, but Edmentum is not the only thing that I want you checking. I want you checking Schoology. This class will be mostly everything from Edmentum, but I'm going to be adding in things like this calendar when it finally pops up here. This calendar, which is going to help you to know what's happening in class on a daily basis. Plus, it helps you, of course, this says biology. Why does it say biology? Oh, I'm in the wrong class. Okay, we're in the right class now. This calendar is for the forensic science, and just a quick reminder for those of you that are new here, first of all, each week the video that I want you to watch is also going to be linked here. I guess I don't have last week's linked here, but I'll take care of that in a second. In the left hand column it says assignment. Actually, there's a date in the far left hand column, and the next column says assignment. These are things you have to do for class. These things you have to do. There's no option here. They must be done. Alright, the middle thing is the lesson objective. This column here gives you an idea of what we're doing. I strongly encourage that you read through it. The next column shows you the Sunshine State standards that we are covering, and I've even linked them to the CPALM's website, because if you want to, I really think that knowing the standard is going to help you to understand the goal for the class. And then finally, on the right hand side, there are extra things. I call them enrichment assignments. Do you have to do them? No. But if you're struggling and you're asking me lots of questions, maybe going here and doing some of this will assist you in understanding the material. This is just a suggested pace. I assign things by week. So starting, here's today, Monday, August 31st. And I want you to go through day by day and just do what I say. Now, if you'd like, you can do all this in one day. If you would like, you can get all this done, whatever day you choose, as long as it's done by the following Sunday, so that we don't go into the next week. So the pacing is going to be entirely up to you, but I need all of this done. Okay. We're going to be talking about a few things like the tutorials and the guided notes and the mastery tests in just a second, but remember, this class is just as important as any of your other classes, so you're going to need to make sure that you do step 2 here, which is slow down. This is not credit retrieval for any of you that have been in credit retrieval. This class is designed for you to spend about 35 to 40 minutes per day in each of your classes, including this one. And you have to go slow. You have to do every single part of every bit of the class. The tutorials, they are for you to move through at a pace. You have to read everything. You're going to have guided notes for each one if you haven't done them yet. And I'm collecting a notebook, in this case this week, although some of you guys I will give an extra day or two because you're just now getting in the class. But the tutorials are there to teach you. This is the main part of where you learn in this class. Print out the guided notes, have them ready, because there's blank spaces, and you have to write out the missing parts as you go through the tutorials. The tutorials have built-in miniature assignments. They have to be done, and you can't just put IDK as an answer because it causes you to have a lower score. You must do them. They're easy points, so get those easy points. Okay. The mastery tests, a lot of you guys just go through. I can tell by your score, but I also can tell by how much time you spend on them, because Edmentum tells me how long you spend. And when your grade is very low and you did it in 45 seconds, I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. So the key here to being successful in this class is slow down and just do everything right. Don't forget the extra stuff on the right hand side of the calendar under enrichment. It's there to help you. Now just a quick reminder, you should be accessing the class through that calendar, not Edmentum, but go into Schoology, then look at that calendar, and it's going to help you keep track of everything I need you to do, because it's more than just Edmentum. You should also be looking at the Edmentum page, and here it is. You should be looking at the Edmentum page to see, where we are. Yours may not look exactly like this. I'm not sure what you see. If there's a lock, sometimes it's because I lock it, and sometimes it's because you have taken the mastery test and it locks once you're finished, and if your grade is not good enough, then you need to contact me back to get it unlocked. So that takes us to the guided notes. Now the guided notes are in here. You'll need to open up these guided notes, and you'll need to open up these guided notes and have them with you printed out when you go through the tutorials. Do not type on this. Don't make a copy of it and type it, because I won't accept it. It has to be handwritten. As you can see, most of the stuff, and all it is just a copy of the tutorial, but most of the stuff is already there. I just need you to fill in the blanks, okay? And yeah, it's pretty long. This is 8 pages, but most of it is already filled out for you. I will collect them about every 3 weeks. You cannot type them. You must print them out and handwrite into the blanks. So that leads us to the notebook check. It's time for you to hand in your notebook. Now for some of you that just got into the class, I understand you're going to need a little bit of time, but you are going to have to work fast because we're on week 3, which means you need to get weeks 1 and 2 pretty much wrapped up as quickly as you can and get caught up. How do you hand in a notebook? Well, you're either going to scan it. If you have a scanner, you take just a scanned image of these pages, and after you've written on them, scan them all in together as a document and then submit it to me in Schoology. If you don't have a scanner, you can use your cell phone camera and just take camera pictures of it and submit those in Schoology, or you can paste those into like a document, like a Google document, and then submit that. If you want to, you can just have like your cell phone camera out and just kind of page through your notebook and just just go slow enough that I can see that it's all done. But it has to be submitted, and it's right there inside of Schoology. There's not a link in here, but that's what's happening this Friday. You just have to go back one, and you can see right here where it says notebook check. You click on it, there's a place to submit. So then we're going to talk about grades. What you see in Edmentum is not necessarily correct. You need to be looking at your grades in Skyward, not Edmentum. Edmentum grades things funny. It excludes some stuff. It grades things that I don't like the grade on, and usually the grade you see in Skyward will be better than what you see in Edmentum. So if you see something goofy in Edmentum, don't ask me about it. It's just go look in Skyward. For my class, you can redo anything to improve your grade except for the unit tests. So if you're looking at your grade and you go, man, I really screwed up that, I want to redo it, just send me an email saying, hey Mr. Thomas, I want to redo it, and I'm going to send it to you, or I need you to open it up. If you look in Skyward and you see some zeros or some F's, go back and redo them. Alright, that is then going to give you a chance to bring up your grade. And so that's all I have to say about that. Get caught up and stay caught up. The class is not difficult, so don't get behind. You need to be working and getting caught up and staying caught up. Alright, I got about a minute left before this is the tutorial, and page through it. Please take time to read the objective. Then you just get to the actual information. Read through it. Copy the missing information into your notes. Take a second to internalize it. Each page is broken down to give you some important information that you need to learn about this particular concept. When you get to a spot like this where there's actually a question, answer the question. I think I give you the answer right here. So, okay, there's one. When you get to an activity like this, read the directions, follow the instructions, and, do the work. And when you get to this part here called crime scene narrative on page 28, you actually have to do a drawing. And over here, I don't have it in the teacher part, but over here is a place where you can submit it. I think you click here, but there's a place where you can submit a picture, and then you type a narrative here. Please don't skip on any of this. Please do all this well, you get to draw pictures, and the whole tutorial is about drawing pictures. So take your time and do it right. Thank you very much, and I will see you next week.